United States has just reached a deal to lift steel and aluminum tariffs on Canada and Mexico. Sources tell CNBC the tariffs could be lifted as soon as today.
Joining us from the White House, NBC News correspondent Hans Nichols. Hans, give us the details.
Well, the details are there had been a 25% tariff on Canadian and Mexican steel, mostly Canadian, and a 10% on aluminum. I knew I'd screw up that word because I'm going to try to say it with Ali's accent.
Aluminum.
With aluminum. Right, I knew we were going to do that. The important thing here is that this clears the way for the USMCA trade deal. Now, there are other obstacles as well. You guys well know a trade deal with renegotiating the USMCA, in large part because you haven't had congressional buy-in. But the headline here is from CNBC, we're still waiting ourselves to confirm this, and potentially a statement from the president. We're going to see whether or not this actually has been officially done, and it allows the White House guys to really focus on the bigger trade deal, the bigger trade issue, and that is those tariffs with China. The president's threatened some stuff with the European Union as well. This morning, they delayed the European Union stuff for another 6 months, so it doesn't look like there'll be Section 232 sanctions on the European Union, but this clears the deck for the president to focus on China. And as we know from the last week or so, those talks don't seem to be going exceedingly well.
And part of the reason they're not going well is because we cannot get the rest of the world aligned with the United States on dealing with China, because the rest of the world, our allies, are facing these Section 232 restrictions on steel and aluminum imports. Section 232 is important. You mentioned this, Hans. This is what I know in Canada, it is what really got under everybody's skin. The idea that these sanctions, these tariffs were imposed under a national security blanket.
So that's why 232 is so controversial, is because you're basically saying to allies there is some sort of security concern to the United States' sovereignty, their national security. That's why when you talk about it with autos, for, say, in the context of Germany, they're very confused because a lot of these cars are actually manufactured in the United States. And on top of that, the U.S. and Germany are not allies through NATO. The same with Canada, of course. So raising the 232 specter has always been an indication that this is a White House that's willing to do different things on trade, and it frankly alarmed allies. It looks like they're backing away from that and maybe perhaps girding for a longer-term confrontation with China on what to do about a much larger, the overall trading dynamic there.
Hey, MSNBC fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down there and click on any of the videos here to watch the latest interviews and highlights. You can get more MSNBC for free every day with our newsletters. Just visit msnbc.com/newsletters to sign up now.